Okay, I am absent again today, but I'll be back tomorrow on Friday. This is the answers for the homework, the worksheet that we did on Tuesday when I was there. And there's two answers. The answer on the left is the one that's not simplified. So if you stopped there, that's okay for some of you to stop at 5/10, but what I'm wanting you to strive towards is reducing to get to 1/2. So if you have the answer on the left, you can count it as right, but you should be trying to reduce by, dividing to get the same answer. So if you have the answer on the left, that's correct, it's just not simplified. Okay, so look at the answer on the left first, and then on the one on the right is the one that's simplified. Okay, so correct your homework. I'll scroll down in a little bit. You can pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to scroll down now, so if you're not ready, pause the video. So there's the last answer for 25. 4 ounces of 2/3 is 4 times 2/3, which is 8/3, which if you stop there, that's okay. But you really need to be working towards getting a mixed number. 3 fits into 8 twice. That'd be 6, and then you'd have 2 left, 2/3. Okay, we're going to pass up our homework. We're going to write down how many we got wrong, and if Miss Huberty, you could write down who does not have their homework today. That would be great. Otherwise, make sure your name is on your homework, write down how many you got wrong, and pass it up. Okay, we're going to open up our notebooks, and we are going to write down the lesson number, and you can pause the video at any time, rewind, replay, and this video will also be linked on my webpage if you would like to watch it again when you're at home. So this says 5/7, and that's because this is from a different textbook. I need to supplement some of these lessons to make sure that we're understanding how to multiply fractions. So instead of 5/7, you can put this is 3.9 day 1. Okay, we're going to multiply fractions again today, but this time we're going to do a fraction times a fraction instead of a whole number times a fraction. Okay, so to multiply fractions, you are going to make sure that both the fractions are fractions already. We can talk about canceling a little bit. You're going to multiply straight and reduce your answer if you can. If you're struggling with the reducing, then you can stop, but realize that on the MCAs and the MAP test, everything is going to be reduced. Okay, so we're going to do this first problem. So write down 3/8 times 8/9. What you're going to do is multiply straight across. 3 times 8 is 24. And then in the denominator, 8 times 9 is 72. Okay, if that's all you can do, then okay, stop there. But we're trying to get used to canceling. So we're thinking to ourselves, what can I divide 24 and 72 by? Well, I can see that these both end in an even number. So I'm going to start by dividing these both by 2. This is called reducing. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 72 divided by 2, well, half of 70 is 35, and half of 2 is 1, so it'd be 36. And again, I've got even numbers, so I'm going to see, can I divide these by 2 again? Yes, I can. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 36 divided by 2, well, half of 30 is 15, and half of 6 is 3. 15 plus 3 is 18. Hey, I know these numbers, 6 and 18. I can divide both of these by this special number, 6 and 18. I can divide these by 2, or I could go higher and I can divide both of these by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. So I get 1/3. Okay, so that's the answer. Now, we could cancel too if we want to make this a little bit easier. So to cancel, if I look diagonal, if I have the exact same number, I have 8 and 8, those numbers will cancel out and become 1. So 8 and 8 cancel out and they become 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 9 is 9. And now my canceling work has been just made a lot better. So now 3 and 9 can both be divided by not 2 this time, but 3. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. So I get the same answer, 1/3, but I made my work a little bit quicker by canceling first. Okay, so we're going to try it again. We're going to multiply 2/3 times 4/5. I look diagonally, I have nothing I can cancel. So I'm just going to multiply straight across. 2 times 4. That's 8. 3 times 5 is 15. And then I ask myself, can I divide 8 and 15 by anything to reduce? Nope, I can't. That's my answer. Okay. You guys try this one. 3/7 times 2/11. Multiply straight across. When you're done, see if you can cancel. If you're not sure about that, then keep it at the answer. Okay, so pause the video, try dividing it, and I'm going to solve it now. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 times 11 is 77. 6 and 77. I don't think I can divide that by anything. 6 and 77. Nope, I can't. That's my final answer. Okay, last one. You guys try this. 6/7 times 1/10. You guys tried multiplying that? And then reduce if you can. Pause the video. Try it again. Okay, I'm going to go over it now. 6 times 1 is 6. 7 times 10 is 70. If you stop there, I'll consider it okay, but we really need to work on simplifying. 6 and 70 are both even numbers. That means I can divide them by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 70 divided by 2 is 35. I just cut 70 in half. 60 in half is 30, and another 5 is half of 10. 3/35. I can't divide that anymore, so that's my answer. Okay, last thing is a word problem. Sorry, not a word problem, evaluating. So to evaluate means replace b, or whatever the variable is, with what I tell you to, and then multiply. So they're saying evaluate b times 2/5. For b equals 1/3, 5/7, 3/8, and 1/7. Let's just do this one right here. b times 2/5 is what we're evaluating. Well, don't keep b there. Replace b with 5/7. That's what evaluating is. So I'm going to replace b with 5/7. And I notice something. I notice that something is happening where I can cancel. There's something that's diagonal that's exactly the same. Do you see it? It's 5. 5 and 5 are diagonal, so I can cancel those out and make them 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 sevenths is reduced and is my final answer. Okay, the last thing is a word problem. Okay, we're going to do this number 5 right here. At a particular college, 2/5 of the students take math class. Of these students, 1/4 take basic algebra. What fraction of all students take basic algebra? So they're saying 2/5 of the students take a math class. And of those, 1/4 take basic algebra. In math, when you find a fraction of a fraction or part of something, the word of means multiply. 2/5 of 1/4. I'm finding a fraction of a fraction. Of means multiply. So we're going to multiply across, straight across. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 4 is 20. Let's practice reducing. 2 and 20 are even. They can both be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 20 divided by 2 is 10. So 2/5 of all students take math, and of those, 1/4 or 1/4 take basic algebra. So 1/4 of 2/5 is 1/10. A tenth of the students take basic algebra. Okay, if you need to rewind this or play it again, you're welcome to. Again, this is listed on or linked on my website. Your homework is a worksheet. Good luck.